Pi is. Just Google it. It's a simple mini microchip thing. There's this Raspberry Pi 1, which is the first one, which they made about 4 years ago. The Raspberry Pi 2, which they made, I think, maybe 2 years ago. The Raspberry 3 the Raspberry Zero they made last year. It's a $5 microchip thing. And then the Raspberry Pi 3 is it's a very new chip. It's still coming into market, and it's very nice. It has 64-bit processor. Some specs are pretty close to things like some iPhones that are still being used. Alright, so let's get started. So what I'll be doing is I will be making let's say, like, a special ROM for Android. So I will be loading Android onto this, as I would say, Raspberry Pi thing. I will be 3D printing with a 3D printer. I will be 3D printing cases for it, so it'll look nice. Kind of like, think of it like an Apple TV. I'll try to make it in a shape like that, but obviously not copying off it. And if you don't know what an Apple TV looks like, just Google it. It's pretty much just like a square of many things. So first, let's go look on this Android phone. It'll have a special, like, skin, like TouchWiz and HTC Sense. So, let's see. So as you can see, right now, I'm running the Google Now launcher. Google has made this, and it's only available on devices with Google Play services, which I will try to get on this new project. And so right now, it's 3 pages. And this is the home screen. This is the Google Now launcher. Then this is the other home screen. So let's go to something like Nova Launcher, which can easily be downloaded from the Google Play Store. If you click it, this can be what your new home screen layout looks like. It can look something like this, and instead they decide to put Gmail right here, but you can do something like remove it, as you can see here. Then you can add widgets. So if you look here, you notice that I can do things like this. I can add a Google quick search bar, maybe, if I want that. Maybe I want another one, and I want it to be this color for some reason. Now I have a Google search bar, but I could use this for different things. I could put ads that help the user into this interface so that it would look much like Android, but without annoying features like the Google Now launcher, which have you constantly swiping cards. It'll give you ads that are relevant and advertisers are not paying too much for, but are helping me pay for the price of this $99 computer. While, as you may know, the 3D printing thing that will cover the whole chipboard may only cost $5 to make, and the computer may only cost $30, the chipset. The micro SD card will cost another $5, so it may cost me, let's say, $40 to make. Then, I know that the math's not right, but just think about it like this. There's still many costs in developing this. If you look into making custom ROMs and custom stuff, and custom apps for your custom ROMs and loading them onto the custom ROMs, it's not as easy as you would think. If you're watching, I hope that comment what you think about this, and I hope that you subscribe. Please subscribe, because I'll be posting stuff. To just check your subscriptions, because on this channel I'll be posting more about this and how to subscribe to our new social media and our new channel, which we're going to have, where we're going to cover in depth a bunch about just me building this and how new it'll be. So as you can see, I just left the launcher. I got rid of it. And yeah, let's go back into the Nova launcher real quick. So you can see I can move things over. And, well, there will be special pre-installed apps, which will cover some of the cost of the computer. And it'll be very helpful. While the users may not be too happy about having to have these special apps in the computer, they won't mind it as much as they get into it. They'll mind it much less. Here, okay, so let's go really quickly. I'm just going to go into Creator Studio. So, also, you're probably wondering about the custom apps. So some custom apps include things like I was thinking like a browser would be good, and obviously it may not be Chrome as the default browser because the Google Now launcher won't be default. So, alright. And if you go on XDA, you can find out how to make a custom ROM too. But if I were you, I probably wouldn't, because it says specifically that you need a bunch of time, and just like all the comments and the article, it's 108 pages just to get to the end, and they're really long pages. So just be careful. And I know, so I actually thought it would be pretty easy to start like creating the custom ROM, and as I was going down, I realized that it was much longer, because it would say something like, it would be a short step, but then you would realize that you would have to click a link which would take you to even more steps if you wanted to customize it. And yeah, that's what's taking so long. So here's like a texting app idea. Here's like a video app idea. It's pretty simple. The email app, that's going to be pretty good. And also, while I won't be able to make all these apps, I was thinking that I could have developers pay me to have their apps preloaded and undeletable on people's devices. This would be very helpful because it would go towards the cost. And obviously, you know, people aren't, like, especially Google is having some troubles in court with not being able to uninstall apps. And, yeah, and then, since it's covering the cost, I could say, it's kind of necessary. Alright, so let's quickly go into live streaming. And none of you are watching anyway, who cares? and if you're watching this, please comment, like, subscribe, just remember that. If you're watching now, you're probably not watching live, because no one's watching live. It's nice. Alright. So, let's see. Monetization. Alright. So, if you want to learn more about this, just remember to stay subscribed. By tonight, I'm going to have Instagram accounts up, and I am going to be working, like, very, very hard over the next couple months trying to make this a thing. And, yeah, and please support me, I guess. Thanks for watching. See ya. And wait. Let's put in a quick ad. Yup, gotta love YouTube Creator Studio. Never working. Stream status. Bad. That's nice. At least I know I have a bad stream status. Alright. Oh my god, I hate this. Wait. Okay, I guess I can't put in an ad like normal, so you guys lucked out. No ads. See ya.